Happy Book Talk Tuesday. Y'all, it's baseball season. I know it's also football season, but it's almost playoff season for baseball, and the Astros are going. So I thought it is a great time to talk about baseball because I would love to be talking about the World Series pretty soon. All right, we've got lots of different baseball options and softball. Those of you that play softball, we have more softball options now. A couple of our softball books are checked out right now, so I didn't pull them all off. But I'm going to start with our biographies. We've got a lot of different biographies of baseball players. So if you are just interested in reading about famous players, you can pick up a few of these. We have some Who Was books about baseball players. So that was Jackie Robinson. We've got just regular, there we go, biographies about different people. So if you are interested, I'm not doing very well with the camera today. If you are interested, you can pick up any of these biographies and more. There are more over there. You just have to look in the biography section. So on the spine of these books, you would look for the B on the top, which means those are the books under the big TV in the library. And then SUZ is the first three letters of the famous person's last name. So when you're looking for a book about Altuve, you're going to look in the A's, A-L-T, B and then A-L-T, so it's going to be at the beginning. That's how you find them. Biographies are by the famous person's last name. All the other books are by the author's last name. We also have some nonfiction books. So if you want nonfiction books about baseball or softball, you can pick some of these up. Stats about baseball, how to play baseball, baseball teams, World Series books. There's also a what was book or what is about the World Series as well. Then we have chapter books. So we have lots of chapter books about baseball. There are a couple of authors like that you probably have heard me talk about, like Mike Lupica and Tim Green. And Mike Lupica and Tim Green only write sports books. Tim Green is mostly football, but he has some baseball ones that he's done with Derek Jeter. So you might want to pick those up. And then Mike Lupica has baseball, football, basketball, and soccer. So he's got all different sports. And Mike Lupica actually works for ESPN. He's a sports writer and a talk show person for ESPN. So if you listen to ESPN radio, actually I haven't listened in a while because when I'm in the car with Mr. Wetzig, sometimes ESPN radio is on, but I haven't heard it in a while. But sometimes Mike Lupica is on there and I get real excited because I know who he is. And then we've got this author, the last name is Bowen. He has a baseball one and a football for sure. Track. Well, it's track football. It's a kid who has to decide between two sports. He's fast and he loves football, and he's got to make a decision about which one he's going to pick. And then we've got some softball ones. We've got Gabby Garcia's series, The Step Up to the Plate. Life in Balance is about a girl who loves softball also. And then, of course, there are more baseball and softball books. When you go into Destiny Discover, just look up baseball for your subject, and you find more in there. Goodbye, Mr. Spalding. This is just about people who love baseball, and it's a town where they're going to build a big wall at the back of the stadium. It's one of the open air stadiums, and the people that have apartments right outside the stadium can just sit on their roof and watch the games. And the owner of this team doesn't like that because he could be making money on those people coming to the game. So he is going to build a big wall behind the stadium so that nobody can see the game from their roof. And some people are not happy about that, as you can imagine. So I wanted to show you this one because this is the same book. It has two different covers because it is from two different publishers. But it is exactly the same book on the inside. So if you get this one, or you get this one, you're going to be reading the exact same story. It's about a kid who loves baseball so much, but he'll never be able to play because he has a heart problem that he was born with. But he knows everything about baseball and loves it, and he kind of brings a town together because of that. If you want easier books or books that are a lot shorter, there's the Jake Maddox books. These are a lot shorter. They're not very long. They probably have pictures in them too. So if you just want something shorter or something a little bit easier, they do. They have some pictures. So the words are a little bit bigger. So I love the font like that. So you might want to pick up Jake Maddox. Jake Maddox those are every sport, like BMX, skateboarding, car racing. He's got all kinds of sports. And then this one is on my list of books to read this year. Rhino in Right Field. This came out a few years ago. This was actually a Bluebonnet book. And I have not read it, but I am a baseball fan and I love reading baseball books. And I usually read one about this time every year. And on the back it says, a boy who loves baseball must get past his hardworking immigrant parents and the rhino in the outfield to become a bat boy in this laugh out loud novel called A Solid Home Run. So I like to laugh. I like funny things. So I think I'm like that. And baseball. Funny things in baseball. You can't go wrong. All right. I hope you saw something you guys might want to pick up. We've got lots of other books to choose from as well. Maybe if you're not a baseball fan, these are still great stories because sports is a lot about life. Sports is a lot about life. So maybe if you're not a baseball fan, you might want to just branch out and pick up one of these and see if maybe there's something you would enjoy. Hope you have a great day and go read lots of books.